Power to the people.
Power to the people.
All right. Just catching up. All right. So we have some more speakers here today. Our youth team left today. So we want to bring in.
Graduate.
Make the road. We have Make the Road. Amaro Rodriguez. Ria.
After your crawl. When healthcare is under attack, what do we do? Stand
up like that.
When healthcare is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that.
When healthcare is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that.
What do we do?
Stand up like that.
And what do we do?
Stand up like that.
And how about that?
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Amador Rivas. Yo voy a decir en español. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Amador Rivas y soy líder de Make the Road Junior. Mi comunidad merece no tener que vivir en un constante miedo de deportaciones, simplemente por existir. Tampoco merecemos que nos quiten la red de ayuda que nos apoyan. Todos los neoyorquinos merecemos viviendas asequibles, acceso a cuidados de salud y comida, para vivir con respeto y dignidad. Por eso necesitamos pasar New York por All y Tax for the Rich. Vivienda sí, guerra no. Vivienda sí, guerra no. Vivienda sí, guerra no. Salud sí, guerra no. Salud sí, guerra no. Salud sí, guerra no. Comida sí, guerra no.
Comida sí,
Guerra no. Comida sí, guerra no.
¡Sí se puede!
Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
My name is Lisa and I'm going to briefly interpret what Amador said. Amador is a leader with Make the Road. I'm also here joined by Luis, Ruby, Luis left, the other Luis. And so we're here going to just briefly introduce what he said. My name is Amador. I'm a leader at Make the Road. My community deserves to not have to live in constant fear of deportation and family separation. That's for existing. We also don't deserve that they take away the safety net that helps us survive with dignity and respect. All New Yorkers deserve access to housing, deserve access to health care, and deserve access to food so we can live lives with dignity and respect. That is why we are here to say no more crumbs, to say pass New York for all, which would protect us from deportation, and tax the rich! 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 Thank you.
Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Tax the rich.
¡El pueblo unido! ¡El pueblo unido!
Jamás será vencido.
El pueblo
Unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Thank you guys. Okay. So, I am going to introduce the next speaker, the tag ambassador, Ibrahim Dayan. I love that our youth is here. They're not here? Okay. All right. Well, you know what? That's what theater's all about. All right. So I'm going to give you guys the food demands. We want to defund ICE, fully fund SNAP. We need to tell Congress to reject the current DHS-CR proposal and pass Restoring Food Security for American Families and the Farmers Act of 2025 to reverse cuts to SNAP and restore food security for millions. We are asking New York State and New York City that ensure all New Yorkers receive a monthly SNAP benefit of at least $100. That is bill number A6214 and S7633. So when you take action, contact your New York State representative and ask them to co-sponsor these bills. New York State and New York City need to provide a comprehensive plan and funds to help SNAP recipients meet expanded new work requirements. That should include creating a community peer support program and increased funding for nonprofits to educate, screen recipients for exemptions, connect with volunteering opportunities or work training, etc.
I'm being attacked by cords. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
So our next speaker from Housing Works is Nancy Cotto. Woo! Come on now, let's give her some love. Come on now.
My wifey. That's my wifey.
Good afternoon. My name is Nancy Cotto, and I'm a client at Housing Works downtown Brooklyn, and I'm housed at Stand Up Harlem. In-house.
Yes.
Been there for 10 years, ain't going nowhere. So now, unless I hit the number. But other than that, we know that we having cuts all around, every day, for the longest. We're tired of fighting. We have our children, our grandchildren, in what society they're going to be living in. I remember my mother came here as an immigrant, kind of, because Puerto Rico is united with the Commonwealth with the United States. So when she came here, she was a Puerto Rican, couldn't speak English, and because she had a friend that spoke Spanish for her, English for her, she was her interpreter. She went to the welfare centers, they treated us like junk. I remember I was like 14 years old, coming back from camp. As I have heard my mother in a rally like this. So I have been doing this for quite a while, since I was 14 years old. So I know what it is to go to Washington, D.C., Albany, get arrested, and talk to the legislators up there to tell them how we're living. My mother had got housed in a better place because she was fighting for her rights. She was fighting to make sure her family could live better. And from there, I learned how to stand up because of my mother. As far as food stamps, we're getting cut down all the time. I remember one month in October, we didn't have food stamps, or November. No, it was October. We didn't have no food stamps for a whole month. People had the lines, the pantry lines full. We had to feed their children because up in Washington, D.C., they cut us down. They didn't know if they were going to give us our food stamps, how we were going to start living, if this was going to become a war. So we were kind of afraid. And we're tired of being afraid. We're tired of the bullshit. That's right. So we got to stand up with your community-based organizations, also your congressman, congresswoman. Go to their office and let them know what's going on in the streets. The homeless, how bad it is, because there's no housing. The rents are expensive if you don't get a shelter voucher. Where are you gonna live? You can't afford rent today. A 2-bedroom apartment costs you $2,700 just in the Bronx. And that costs you here in Manhattan. You know? So with that, I let you have the best day. Thanks for coming out and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Next activist to speak from New York Health, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
Hey, everybody. Healthcare, not warfare.
Healthcare, not warfare.
Healthcare, not warfare.
Healthcare, not warfare.
Appreciate.
We're all in this together. Proof on the streets. So, we're calling on lawmakers to pass the New York Health Act. That's the New York Health Act. In the Assembly, that's Assemblywoman Paulin carrying it. Call Hasty, call your Assembly members, New York Health Act. In the Senate, that's Senator Gustavo Rivera. Call Senator Stuart Cousins and your state senator. Pass the New York Health Act. What does the New York Health Act mean? It means affordable, comprehensive, universal health care for everybody living and working in New York. Everybody, upstate, downstate, urban, rural, immigrants, regardless of documentation. LGBTQ, people living with HIV, disabled, birthing people, low-income people, from 0 to death, comprehensive medical, dental, mental health, prescription drugs, all at a lower cost. It puts more money in the pockets of over 90% of New Yorkers. No more private insurance, no more denials of care, no more hospitals going bankrupt, no more people going bankrupt. This is not actually radical. Every other rich capitalist democracy around the world has this already. Only the United States is the radical extremist outlier for not having it. Let New York lead. Pass New York Health Act. And of course we call on the federal government to pass Medicare for all, the Sanders giant Poe bill. Right now, federal cuts under the one big ugly bill are slashing health care, housing, food assistance while pouring billions of dollars into militarized occupation of our cities and enforcement and incarceration of our immigrant brothers and sisters. We say, money for health care, not for ICE. Money for health care, not for ICE. Health care, not for ICE. Restore the cuts. Fund care, not cruelty. Restore the cuts. Fund care, not cruelty. And we need action, not just words. So join us at PNHP NY Metro. You can do it with the bit.ly, PNHP NY Metro. Call Congress, 202-224-3121, 202-224-3121. Tell them restore health care, housing, and the food costs cut by the ugly bill. And call Governor Hochul and call your state representatives. There is money in the New York State budget already. There is money in the New York State budget already to cover all of the Medicaid cuts. There is no need for any of the cuts on Medicaid or the Essential Plan or SNAP or housing assistance. New York, we can do better. We demand better. We're one of the wealthiest states in the wealthiest nations of the world. No one should be dying because they can't afford health care. Nobody should be going bankrupt because they're trying to get health care. No one should have loss of coverage due to the bureaucratic paperwork. No one should have to choose between rent, food, health care, housing, education. That's a false choice. We can afford them all. Healthcare is dignity. Healthcare is survival. Healthcare is justice, and we're not backing down. Healthcare, not warfare. Healthcare, not warfare. Healthcare, not warfare. Healthcare, not warfare. And now I'm going to turn it over to Tag Ambassador.
I know.
All right.
I mean,
These are our housing demands. Food, housing, healthcare. You heard healthcare, you heard about food. Here are our housing demands. We wish to expand social housing programs to ensure that every unhoused person has the right to dignified, real, affordable housing for extremely low-income households, whether on the street or in the shelter. That's one. We also demand work towards social housing for all that mandates permanent affordability, social equity, and democratic resident control. The third thing we're asking for, implement city FEPS expansion laws in 2023 in their entirety. That would help a lot. Our final demand, empower community land trusts to purchase land and provide permanent, affordable to low-income and working-class New Yorkers for housing. Give it up. Those are demands. And like Dr. Steve said, contact your state assembly person. Contact your New York State senator. Contact your local elected official as well. We have to put the word out. We don't just come here and make noise and go home and go to sleep. You have to put the action behind today's movement. Hashtag make some phone calls. Next up, Diane is going to introduce our next activist speaker.
Hello, everybody. I am proud to introduce this person. I love him so much. Calvin Michael from Safety Net Activists!
No, no, he's gonna fall. Ese se va a caer allí. Doctor, you better be close because he might fall.
Nah, go ahead. Yo, you need to.
Hold on to him, don't.
Alright.
Okay, you guys ready for me?
Yes.
Nah, go ahead, you can leave.
Doctor, be close,
Now,
please.
First thing
You
I wanna
doctor,
say
be close because
is that
he might fall.
crumbs are for bums.
Yeah, crumbs for
Okay?
bums.
We don't take bums. I used to be homeless, used to be a bum. I don't take crumbs no more, so crumbs are for bums. Okay? Medicaid is in crumbs. Okay? Healthcare is in crumbs. Housing is in crumbs. What are we left with? Not much. NYC is already feeling the impact of housing cuts with Trump's cuts to emergency housing vouchers, EHVs. Trump has proposed a massive cuts to homeless programs. He would force funds to go towards temporary short-term housing solutions instead of permanent housing, which we know as actual solutions to homelessness. Who is thinking about the homeless? Donald Trump isn't. He wants to put them into work internment camps. But Donnie obviously isn't because he reneged and went back on two major promises he made to the homeless, which was to implement the FEPS laws, that's going to stop the streets. He went back on both of those promises.
All right.
All right. Based on a 2025 congressional budget, office, CBO, estimates that one big beautiful bill associated with Republican health proposals would then cause approximately 10 to 17 million people to lose health insurance coverage over 2024. No, 2034. Legislation includes cuts of $1 trillion to Medicaid and ACA marketplace. Roughly 7.2 million people using Medicaid due to new work requirements. Another 4 to 5 million using ACA coverage. The Trump administration has initiated work requirements for both Medicaid and SNAP, guys. Work requirements. You gotta work to get SNAP and Medicaid. All right, now. Okay, last one. Ineffective SNAP work requirements will result in 300,000 households losing some or all of their SNAP benefits, guys. You understand that? That's significant, okay? Trump has proposed cutting approximately half of New York's federal housing budget. New York City once withheld 5,000 of vacant housing units, which are not going to be given to the homeless. These changes will lead to massive evictions and homelessness. The city clerk's expansion laws needs to be implemented ASAP, that no one facing eviction or experiencing homelessness will ever be eligible and get support to stay housed. Okay?
That's right.
That's about it.
No more crumbs. We're going that Trump.
That's good.
Nah, you good, good.
Yeah, Calvin!
That's why I'm standing like
Give it up for Calvin. He got one more piece to go, but that's good information there.
Go, Calvin. Calvin.
Okay, look. All right, sorry. Housing is a human right. Am I correct?
That's right!
Housing, okay?
Right.
People is people's solution to homelessness, not sweeping or criminalizing.
That's
We need to
right!
build up the power of community land trust. Okay? Towards creating permanent affordable housing that's equitable and democratically controlled by the communities that they reside in. Programs need to be developed that focus on safe havens and supportive and permanent housing. There needs to be Plan B in place because Plan A is not working. Is Plan A working for you guys? No. Plan B. Put Plan in place, have the in place of 4 new clubs and fence laws will be implemented. We already gave it this whole nonsense, okay? That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Calvin.
Thank you, Calvin! Spicy Kitty loves you! Anyway, our next speaker is Na from the Freedom Socialist Party. I'm so happy that I got introduced to them. They're amazing people. So, welcome Na! Thank you!
Can I steal one of the bowlers from here?
I will give you the bowl. You're welcome.
Hi everyone, as Diana just said, my name is Nam from the Freedom Socialist Party. So I grew up on public benefits. I grew up on Section 8. I grew up on SNAP. I grew up on Medicaid out in California. And if I didn't have those benefits as a child living under poverty, that's so messed up that we have children and folks living under poverty in a country that is as rich as the United States. And I'm the product of the war in Vietnam, bombing of Vietnamese people in Southeast Asia for democracy, quote unquote. And now what's happening in Iran, right? Now where's that money going in terms of supporting the genocide of Palestinians? The standing by while Sudanese people are being killed. Absolutely shame. Meanwhile, there's corporate welfare. They're bailing out banks. They're bailing out the airlines. They're bailing out major corporations. For what? And they're coming after these measly benefits. Is that right? No. Is that right? No. Is that right? No. Absolutely. So I wanted to share with you Freedom Socialist Party and our sister organization, Radical Women. We've been in the fight against poverty for a long time. But we know that ultimately the only way to do away with poverty is to do away with capitalism.
That's right.
Is that right?
That ain't right.
Is that right?
That ain't right.
Yeah, something like that. Thank you, thank you. So all that being said is today the fight for the most oppressed, the fight for the most exploited, when we fight all together alongside one another, we lift all of each other up. And ultimately we have to replace capitalism with a system that is actually for the majority of us. And that is socialism. If you're interested in learning more, working together, socialism.com, baby. Check it out. Thank you so much. Woo!
Hi, everybody. I want to thank you all for showing up today. Thank you to those who spoke truth. Thank you to those who marched, shared this event, and joined. Thank you to those who are ready to fight. The action is not the end. It's just the beginning. We are organizing, we are building, and we are not backing down. Please stay connected with us, stay in touch, follow up, show up again. Flyers we handed out, you'll find concrete steps you can take right now to defend SNAP, Medicaid, housing assistance, and all our safety net programs. Make those calls, send those emails, join lobby days, bring a friend next time. We need all of you in the movement. If you're ready to get more involved, don't leave without talking to us. Come in front, sign up, plug in, and there is a role for everyone in this fight because we know something powerful. We stand together. They cannot divide us. When we organize together, they cannot ignore us. And when we rise together, we win. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Yes, people's power. Woo! Give a warm welcome to the band. We'll never be defeated. I said the people united. The people. The what? The what? The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Go Diana, go Diana, go Diana, go Diana, go Diana. Woo, woo. The people united will never be defeated. 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 Give it up for Rude Mechanical Orchestra!
Just finished.